Welcome to the Old Boar plays City Skylines 2. This is very, very slow gameplay because I found out that there's no population cap in the game. You could have a city of 1 million or 2 million or maybe 3. And so we're having to take our time to really plan out the roads. When we get these tiles, this is going to be the main road through here and not this one. But this is what we have to work with for right now, so. And you'll see that when I get up to a really high population, lots of things are going to have to change. That's part of the fun of the game. It's rearranging those areas of your town that just need to be moved. Let's see how far we are here. 236 yards. Let's see. It's from right here to here is 1,200. 1,200. It's about as far as it goes. We're just going to go with that. You really want to zone in before you connect up these end pieces. This is the little light blue line of noise pollution. We might be a little close to the train tracks there. We'll have to remember to zone on this side and not that side. And this little organic type, like a tree here. We might continue on with that thought over on this side. We might even use the same road. Let's see, what is this? Complex curve, continuous curve, an endless series of bends. And we want it to go right through the middle. Right up to about there. Just to give some character to the city. And these are little curves as well. I think this is the freeform tool, actually. I don't know what the other one really is. We're going to lose some space, but it is what it is. We don't want just endless grids. We'll be happier. The citizens will be happier. And we have demand for medium density, so we can put those in here. I kind of refined this little thing I do here in a series that I call Walkington, DC. took a real location map of Washington, D.C. When the plazas and promenades came out. And I made I think it was a several mile promenade around the monuments. This is where we leave one out. I really loved that series because I also really loved open spaces. It was just so beautiful. I didn't want to fill in the spaces. That series could have lasted years using Google Maps, Washington, D.C., and putting in all the buildings and everything. And we need to put in some grids because that takes a lot of time to populate unless you want to use the, let's just see. We want medium density housing, and we're going to put in the European housing here. And we're just going to take that square, pause the game, and D-zone this little line. We did that. We used that square to get it aligned. Old factory condos. New signature building available. And we want to put those in as quickly as possible. And we might just want to put it in. Let's just see. Let's zone this out. See if it fits. Old factory condos. Let's take a look at it. Really nice. You can see inside the windows. I really feel for those who don't have a computer that can play the game, and it's kind of one of the reasons for this series. For those of you who can't play, or maybe you're just too tired. Maybe you've had a long day at work. And we have to think about this. But we want commercial in here. I think it's this road we want commercial on. So our grid is going to be on the inside here. We're going to switch back. And actually it's the roads. This is not going to work. That grid is not going to work. and see how we're off. And I guess the way to fix that would be to put a road through here. This needs to be 4-lane road. Instead of getting so particular with it, we're just going to do it like this. And then take the grid off of it this way. I guess not. Just not going to be perfect. It's good enough. And these neighborhoods connect up, not on every single intersection. Because you want those cars to drive around to get out of their neighborhoods. This is the 4-lane road that might not be the right one. This might not be our collector road, but we're okay with it for now. And this is also a grid. Let's see if this is going to work. Doesn't look like 90 degrees to me, but it is. And the little outline is the zoning. And then we connect these up with maybe it is this one. It's a hill. It's a hill. That's good. There's only 3 ways into this little neighborhood here. These are the European houses that are coming in here, and they have kind of hidden our asset here. Our asset's really not able to be seen here. And before I forget, we put in parks. Because parks are where people relax. Not being too particular about everything at this level of the game, because when you get to have a city of hopefully over 1 million, um, you start to move things around. But all of your road infrastructure, um, unless you've played City Skylines 1, it's going to be pretty tough for you because if you use public transportation, you have to be thinking about bus lines, um, where your bus depot is going to be, train lines. You know, this is a very difficult situation here. We really need a loop around the island as well. 6 lanes. And this we haven't populated out because this is our hospital district. And this is commercial in here on this, which we have a very high demand for. And when these come in, you can start to take out the little spaces. If you don't like those, to give them a little space to make it look a little bit more realistic. It's funny how it started to put those in over here on the very end. And you could zone out where your roads are to kind of think about the future and then let that be what it is instead of going through and hand zoning. Um, that's going to be good enough. And see, we have dropped our commercial demand all the way down. We have industrial. We still have people. And we've put all the people we're going to put in here, just like those open spaces. And we need to think about districts. And this is all going to be one district here. And until you have a ton of money coming in and you don't have to worry about police services, getting to your people, and you can put police services in every single district and fire services in every single district. I don't know how this works out, but I think you want about, I'm going to say 5,000 people per district. If this works out like City Skylines 1, okay, because this district is good here. It's about 6,000. It's a little high. This district is 13,000. It's a little too big. This district is probably no, this is 4,000. So we've got all this forestry and our solar panels over here. This is 2,000. Let's see, residents, households. And now this is super because it's telling you 17 of 3,000, they're not moved in yet. And I have forgotten to do this kind of thing. Not for sure these have this. They do. Okay. I was doing those right. Hamilton Terrace doesn't have energy efficiency. And we have this hearse problem again. And over here we have just 20 of 21. 115 of 110 bodies per month. It's just not enough. But I think you're going to want your districts to be right around 5,000 people per district. And then when you actually have the money to service all of them with police, education, fire, crematorium, then you give a building per district right in the middle, and it takes those service vehicles off your road. It keeps it out of the traffic. So we're going to take care of this hearse issue. I'm kind of thinking that over here is the better place to put the crematorium. And this is park maintenance. Let's see where our medical is. Medical is over here. So we're going to put our, let's see what our medical is here. We're going to put our crematorium in over here as well. And it needs to have space so that it can have its extensions. We're going to go ahead and add one right now. We might add this to the other one. Let's see what the medical clinic has, extensions. Yeah, this is where your city planning has to kind of work out. This needs to have its own space. And more hearses. Let's just go ahead and add this one here. Hopefully we can cut down on all those hearse icons. I tell you, I am super loving the simulation. I'm very surprised. We were going to look to see if these abandoned buildings over by the Cloverleaf and the bridge. See, they came back. And this one becomes abandoned. We might just leave all of this alone. And I used to have a mod that, hid the icons. And I just looked at the happiness. It's going to take a while for this to be taken care of here. This is a lot of high density, actually. And now we need commercial. And the commercial is on this row. This is zoned incorrectly. And we want commercial in here. We might put one of these. This needs to be dezoned. This whole section needs to be dezoned. Actually, you don't want it near this highway. You could just do it this way. Make your life less complicated. You want to stay away from these. Guess these just disappear. You just hold down on your button and it'll take them all out. You don't see them, but I'm getting Steam achievement icons. And now, what we have not thought about is the postal boxes. If I can remember where those are. Postal Service. Tourist attractions. We're making plus 65,000 a month, and this is going to be a massive bonus here. One of these. This is the cheapest one. And I think we're going to have to do it and see if we can increase our budget. We can always turn it off. And we want to be very careful where we put this. We want it to be near the downtown and the highway interchanges, etc. Where would be a good place for this? It's telling me in here. This is an odd place for it. But as far as strategicness, that is going to draw people into the heart of the city here. No parking. It's a little hot dog truck. It's a little exercise gym right there. And it fit perfectly right there between these two roads. So did this park. My trees are looking like fall trees, but you know, I don't care. They'll fix it. They're working so hard. So, thanks for watching the old boar play City Skylines 2. Take care now.